potentiometer, then theory, boys, theory should be this. Whatever I'm highlighting. So objective is there. Next, you have to go for theory. Yes, theory. The potentiometer works on the principle. The potentiometer works on the principle potentiometer works on the principle that when a constant current flows through a wire, of uniform cross-sectional area, when a constant current flows through a wire of uniform cross-sectional area, the potential difference between its 2 points, is directly proportional to the length of the wire between the 2 points. So the potentiometer works on the principle that when a constant current flows through a wire of uniform cross-sectional area, potential difference between its 2 points is directly proportional to the length of the wire between the 2 points. Right? Fine, boys? Yes?
Yes, ma'am, got it.
Okay. Then you have to write this, boys. Under this also you have to write the using potentiometer. The next one, what I'm highlighting. Can you check this, boys, from this? Because if I'm highlighting, I'm not able to see. Each one can access your OLAB session, boys. Can each one of you access your OLAB session? Using a potentiometer, you can determine the EMF of a cell by obtaining its balancing length. Here, the fall of potential along the length L of the wire is equal to the EMF of the cell. So E is proportional to L, or E is equal to K times L. E1 is equal to K times L1. Yeah? Yes? Whatever I'm highlighting, just check with your, because here I'm not able to see the letters. So first one will be the potentiometer wire works on the principle that a constant current flows. That is the first one. Second one, using a potentiometer, we can determine the EMF of the cell by obtaining its balancing length. Then you can write E is proportional to L, where K is called the potential gradient, or E is equal to K times L. Can you complete it, boss? I'm just, okay. E is proportional to L, or E is equal to K into L. So for the first cell of EMF E1, you are finding the balancing length L1. Then for the second cell E2, you are going to find the balancing length L2. So using that balancing length, you can compare the EMF of both the cells.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, I joined 2 minutes later.
It's
After the
okay.
class started. Ma'am, we are writing the observation book in the notebook or the practicals?
Okay, I think Nabil, right? I'm talking to Nabil.
No, ma'am, Siddharth.
Siddharth, you can write it in your observation book if you have your observation book. Otherwise, you write it in your a full-scape paper or your regular physics notebook.
Oh, ma'am, I just heard the last part and wrote it in the notebook for now. That's fine.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Just write it in another sheet of paper, then people can scan and send you.
All right.
Fine. Boys,
Yes.
have you completed? Boys, others, have you completed? Take it seriously, boys. Take things seriously. See how things are coming up. Now, board wants for grade 12, the one which is right now going, they're asking the marks of grade 11.
Ma'am, so you can just like we just need the paper with us, like the
Yes,
scanned
what?
copy is enough, right?
Yeah, your paper you want it to be scanned and sent? Yeah, I'll try.
Ma'am, you
No,
have to
I
write
for
thus
this
it is
EMF.
possible to compare also, right? That line also. Ma'am, you have to write that thus it's possible to compare that entire thing.
One second, you're talking about this one, right?
Um,
Because I don't want to give less marks in practicals. Practicals, bare minimum, you should have only 29 out of 30. Nowhere you should go below that. So they ask for the evidence. These are your evidence. That's the reason I'm making you to write things properly,
yes.
boys.
So you have to
You
write
write.
thus it is possible to compare the EMF of two
Yeah,
cells
yeah,
by yeah.
yeah. Yes. That is what you are doing in the experiment. You will be for one cell at a time. You find the balancing length. Then you go for the second cell and find the second balancing length. So E1 by E2 is equal to L1 by L2. Little bit. We'll finish fast. So apparatus, we have to go for apparatus. Now, what I'll do is I'll make you to draw, leave some space for apparatus. You draw the circuit diagram, and you looking at the circuit diagram, you write the apparatus. That would be better. Is that clear, boys? Have you all completed? Leave at least 2 to 3 lines for apparatus. Just write apparatus, leave 2 to 3 lines. Below that circuit diagram, once you complete your circuit diagram, you write, looking at the diagram, you write what are the apparatus required. Shall I move on? First, shall I move
Yes, ma'am.
on? Okay, now we'll go for circuit diagram. Here is apparatus. Anyway, they have given here, but you just check. This is your apparatus, boys. Only the diagram. So see, look at point
Space for
E.
apparatus,
Lower,
right?
yeah, yes.
You will leave
You
space for
leave,
apparatus.
okay, you leave 3 lines for your apparatus required. Can someone, looking at this diagram, can someone tell me what is the apparatus required? Just look at the diagram and tell. One person can tell. Maheshwar, can you speak? Or Surya, can you speak? Look at the diagram. Just see what are there. So what are the apparatus you can see? Can you see? First, we'll start with the dry cell. Can you see capital E? Is that clear, boys?
Yes, ma'am.
So apparatus, first one starts with a dry cell. Second one, key, a one-way key. K1 is called one-way key. Then an ammeter, can you see? Then can you see a rheostat? So start with a dry cell, then one-way key, ammeter, rheostat. Okay. Now we'll go for the secondary circuit. Now generally, whatever I have right now mentioned, the dry cell, key, ammeter, and rheostat, we call this as a driver cell. The reason is it drives the current through the circuit. Now, can you see E1, E2? So 2 primary cells. These are 2 primary cells. Then chemistry lab. 12th cell, not my book. No. You send it to the laboratory. It's not my class. 12th, you put it in physics lab. Right. So 2 primary cells, then a high resistance box, galvanometer, jockey. So all these things, looking at the diagram itself, you should know. First start drawing. I think I should not take so much of time. With your scale and pencil neatly drawn, no rough diagrams are allowed, boys. So there is a two-way key. K1 is one-way key. There is one more key. Can you see the point A, B, and C? Point A, B, and C. These three things comprises of a two-way key. We'll see what is how a two-way key looks in your video presentation. So the one-way key is K1. Two-way key means you can, why you are using two-way key, that is having terminals A, B, and C. So a key which has three terminals A, B, and C is a two-way key. Now, why is that you are going to use your two-way key? If I put a key between the points A and C, can you see that point A and C? If I put a key between the points A and C, I'm including the cell E1 in the circuit. E2 will not be included in the circuit. Now, if I remove the key and put the key between the terminals B and C, if I put the key between the terminals B and C, I'm including the cell E2 in the circuit. Right? That's the reason we are using two-way key.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, the two-way key is the one labeled ABC.
Yeah. Two-way key will have
Okay.
three terminals. See, one-way key will have two terminals, but two-way key will have three terminals, A, B, and C. Between the gap between A and C, if I put a key, I'm introducing the cell E1. If I put a key between the gap B and C, I'm including E2 in the circuit. Okay, shall I go for the video clipping, or you need time to complete? Boss, do you need time to complete?
Ma'am, you can show, ma'am, just 5 minutes. We'll just finish this.
Okay. Fine. So make it a neat presentation, boys. Meanwhile, I'll just create a folder in your file section.
Ma'am, next to the C point, what does RB stand for?
RB, it's a high resistance box, because can you see how that RB is a resistance box which has high resistance? How is that resistance connected to the galvanometer? Parallel, or is it connected parallel, or is it connected in series? Oh, yeah, RB is connected to the galvanometer. Series circuit, or series or parallel, boys? Series or parallel?
Ma'am, series?
Series. Why series? Because galvanometer is a very, very sensitive device. It cannot withstand high current. Suppose by any leakage, if a high current flows through the galvanometer will get damaged. To protect it, you are putting a high resistance. When you are putting a high resistance in series with the galvanometer, the current flowing to galvanometer will be very much reduced. Okay? So that's the reason you are using a high resistance. But what happens in the laboratory, we have galvanometer which has inbuilt high resistance. So you need not worry about it. Boys, once you have completed, just let me know.
Ma'am, how long is the wire for this one?
Which one?
Ma'am, like the potentiometer wire from P to Q.
It's each segment will be 100 centimeter, boys. Each segment will be 100 centimeter. 10 such segment, which means 1000 centimeter. See, the more the length of the potentiometer wire, the greater will be the sensitivity of, it will be highly sensitive. The device will be highly sensitive, which means you can measure the EMF of the cell more accurately. It will be highly sensitive. Highly sensitive means when you change, when for a very small change in length, there will be large scale deflection in your galvanometer. Shall I go for the video clipping, boys? Or still you want to complete? Now you know what to write for the apparatus. It's a battery, one-way key, K1, ammeter, rheostat, 2 primary cells. Then you have two-way key, high resistance, and then galvanometer, jockey, and connecting wires. That's it. Shall I move on? Later on, will you check, boys, once when you're completing and submitting? Because I have to.
A normal paper is okay to submit it?
Huh? What
On a
happened?
normal paper, right?
Normal paper, no problem, no issues.
Now you can type from a book and write, right?
Why you want to take from book? If you're writing it in book, you scan the sheets of the book. That's more than enough. If you're writing it in book, write it in the book itself. Scan. If you're finding it difficult to scan from your notebook, then you have full-scale paper, and do. If you're finding it difficult. I'll once again share the file. So we'll go for the video clipping and then we'll start with the experiment. Video is out there.
Potentiometer comparison of EMF circuit diagram. Materials required: ammeter, one-way key, rheostat, battery, potentiometer, Daniell cell, Lagrange cell, two-way key, high resistance box and galvanometer. Procedure. Connections are made as shown in the circuit diagram. Insert the one-way key. Adjust the rheostat and note the ammeter reading. Insert the key in between the terminals A and C of the two-way key. To check whether the connections are correct or not, place the jockey at the two end points of the wire. If the galvanometer shows opposite deflections, the connections are correct. Slide the jockey over the potentiometer wire and stop when the galvanometer shows zero deflection and measure the length from point P. It is taken as the balancing length L1. Record the values in a tabular column. Insert the key in between the terminals B and C of the two-way key. Slide the jockey over the potentiometer wire and stop when the galvanometer shows zero deflection and measure the length from point P. It is taken as the balancing length L2. Record the value in the tabular column and calculate the ratio L1 by L2. Adjust the rheostat and note the ammeter reading. Insert the key in between the terminals A and C of the two-way key. Slide the jockey over the potentiometer wire and stop when the galvanometer shows 0 deflection and measure the length from point P. Record the values in the tabular column. Insert the key in between the terminals B and C of the two-way key. Slide the jockey over the potentiometer wire and stop when the galvanometer shows 0 deflection and measure the length from point P. Record the values in the tabular column. Adjust the rheostat and note the ammeter reading. Insert the key in between the terminals A and C of the two-way key. Slide the jockey over the potentiometer wire and stop when the galvanometer shows 0 deflection and measure the length from point P. Record the values in the tabular column. Insert the key in between the terminals B and C of the two-way key. Slide the jockey over the potentiometer wire and stop when the galvanometer shows 0 deflection and measure the length from point P. Record the values in the tabular column. Repeat the experiment for different values of ammeter reading. Calculate the ratio E1 by E2. The EMFs of the two given primary cells are compared and the ratio of EMFs of the two given primary cells are calculated.
Boys, can you access the simulation? Go for the simulator. Actually, here in this, I think the simulator they have taken E2 a Leclanché cell, E1 as a Daniell cell. But in your laboratory, you'll be provided two primary cells. One is Leclanché cell E of EMF E1, and the other one is Daniell cell of EMF E2. Generally, the Leclanché cell will have an higher EMF than your Daniell cell. So when you're measuring the balancing length using your Leclanché cell, the balancing length should be greater than the balancing length what you will be measuring using your Daniell cell. So first you are including Leclanché cell in the circuit and then measuring the balancing length L1. Next, you will be including Daniell cell in the circuit and you will measure the balancing length L2. L1 is always greater than L2. So when you're in laboratory here, I don't know, because of animation, so the animated one, they would have taken Daniell cell as E1 and Leclanché cell as E2. But for you, for your laboratory work, it's always Leclanché comes first, Daniell cells comes next. So what should be the ratio E1 by E2, which we are expecting in your lab class? The value should be somewhere between 1 to 1.5. It should not be less than 1 or it should not be greater than 1.5. The range of the final value should be lying between 1 to 1.5. Now, can you access all these? Can you access the simulator, boys? 12B? 12B, can you access the simulator?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now we'll start with this. Okay, this is the lowest point. Am I sharing the simulator with you all?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, now this is the lowest terminal, right? In this lowest terminal, at this lowest terminal, you have to connect the positive terminals of all the two cells and the battery. Can you see the cursor? So this is the lowest point of your potentiometer wire. The other one is the highest point. So this point P, which is the lowest one, let me connect the positive terminal of the dry cell. Let me connect the positive terminal of one more cell, then the positive terminal of the other cell. All positive should come to this point. Connected, boys? Connect. So what we'll do is first we'll select The first one is 1.5. Then I'm going for Daniell cell. Can you see two cells I have connected? One is Leclanché cell of 1.5 volt. The other one is Daniell cell. It is 1.08 volt. Can you all see this? You select first the cells, you select, boys. You select the cells. Okay, fine. Then from the negative terminal to the key, one-way key, to the one-way key. Then from the other end of the one-way key to the negative terminal of your ammeter. Then from ammeter positive to lower end of your rheostat, upper end of your rheostat to the topmost terminal. Can you see the connection? Is that fine, boys? I'm not getting any response from the from 12B.
Ma'am, for the
Positive.
Leclanché and Daniell cells also there are positive and negative terminals.
Yes, boys. Daniell cell actually it is. Can you see the copper vessel? Can you see the copper vessel?
Yes,
Yeah, this
ma'am.
one. Your Daniell cell, the copper vessel itself will act as a positive electrode. There will be a thin electrode inside made up of zinc. That will be a negative electrode. Whereas your Leclanché cell will have a thick carbon electrode. Thick carbon electrode will act as positive terminal. A thin zinc electrode will act as a negative terminal. So we use ammonium chloride as your electrolytic solution. Right. Now all these have been connected. Now can you see this, boys? From Leclanché cell is shown with a white cylinder-like thing. Right? It's a transparent plastic cylinder. So from the negative terminal of your Leclanché cell, I'm connecting to one of the terminal over here. It's taking up here. Okay. From the other terminal, I'm just using. Right? From this terminal to the negative terminal of your galvanometer. And to the resistance to the negative terminal. It's wrong to connect it to positive terminal. Actually, in lab, it should be negative terminal of your galvanometer. Then from the positive terminal, you should go to the jockey. Here it's showing the other way. Boys, are these connections fine for you all? Should I reconnect? 12B, please open your mouth and answer, boys. Should I reconnect or are you able to connect?
Yes, ma'am, we are able.
Okay, you are able to connect. Now, I'll ask each one of you to show your reading, the screenshot. I'll mark the names across your screenshot of your values. Okay. Because if I'm leaving you people like this, taking it, you're not taking things seriously. So I've taken Leclanché cell, I have taken Daniell cell. Now let me include this key, okay? So I can move my rheostat. Let me see how much I can move. Rheostat is showing. Sorry, guys. Name of the cell. Rheostat resistance. So only the resistance is being changed so that the length. So I'll keep the rheostat resistance at current as 0.50 ampere. So your tabular column, boys, your tabular column, can you draw a tabular column now? Serial number, ammeter reading, balancing length L1. Boys, here I have to write balancing length L1. This is balancing. First is ammeter reading. Second one is balancing length L1. The third column is balancing length L2. Then the ratio E1 by E2. Draw the tabular column ammeter reading in amperes. So the first one will be serial number 1. Now I've kept the ammeter reading at 0.50 ampere. Draw the tabular column, boys. Then I want the balancing length L1. Next, balancing length L2. Then the ratio E1 by E2 is equal to L1 by L2. Right. Now I'm inserting this key. I'm inserting this key over. So let me move the rheostat, sorry, jockey, and see where your galvanometer shows zero deflection. What is this distance? So this is 800. So this point is 800. Sorry. 30. Boys, can you see just the galvanometer value keeps changing? 30, then 365. So I have to go for the balancing length where it is 0. So 630, 700 minus 9. Boys, can you check where is that you are going to get your, anyone who is getting 0? See, the galvanometer shows 30 degrees deflection for a balancing length of 602. Then minus 5, which means it should be some, check where it is 0. Can you see the galvanometer shows a 0 deflection at 789.5? Boys, is
Yes,
that clear?
ma'am. I got the same.
Right. Right, the balancing length is 789.5 here. 789.5. Now I'll go for the next one. Sorry. Let me go. Let me put the key. Let me remove this key and put it in the other location. So I'm including now the Daniel cell. Because previously I had put the key over here. Now I have moved the key so that your Daniel cell is included in the circuit. So let me move. See, it's showing a 30-degree deflection. Let me see where it goes. Somewhere
I think
here.
it's 790.
790 was the previous one. See, this is 30, minus 30. So between minus plus 30 and minus 30. So this is, so it should be somewhere here. Ma'am,
can you check with 790?
790? The 790 was the previous one. 569 I'm getting.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
69. What happened to the others? 0.72. 0.70 is too low, boss. I don't know why it is.
Ma'am, how to set the two-way key inside the OS?
Okay. So boys, now I'm in, sorry. If I put it here, this will be for Leclanché cell. If I remove the key and put it to the next end, there are two small slots. Can you see that, boys? If I put it here this way, I'm including Leclanché cell. This is your Leclanché cell, the white one. If I'm just removing and putting the key, can you see? I'm putting it over here. I'm including the Daniel cell.
Understood, ma'am.
I think the ratio is very less. This should not be the ratio. Please check because we are not. But anyway, you people just complete it. I want the values from each one of you. Take the screenshot and send me.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask.
Yes, Chief.
When I was coming to school, ma'am, I had a observation book, ma'am, and there were two. Ma'am, I've written two experiments so far. That is glass prism and I think it was Ohm's law. So, ma'am, can I write Zener diode right after Ohm's law, or should I leave pages for?
No, you can write Zener diode at all.
All right, ma'am. So then after Zener diode, I can write this, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay, ma'am. And the notes for Zener diode, that is the aim, the observation, and the materials.
That you can follow as well. That you can follow your lab manual, right?
Lab manual. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
First check the values. I don't think so. Others are doing. Ayan.
Ma'am, I got 0.72 as ratio.
Same thing. But
yes,
anyway, this value, okay. Right now you can take this value, but in your laboratory record, please don't record this value. I'll talk before leaving for vacation. We'll just discuss what you people have to do in your lab records, right? So writing part you can complete. Those who have not attended laboratory class can complete your writing part. The others will do the writing part as well as the observations. Okay. Next one, I have to change the current. Was okay. Next, I have to change the current. Can you see the rheostat resistance? When I'm changing the resistance of your rheostat, I'm going to change the current. So let me make it as 4.5 or 4.7 or 4.8. So I'm just making it as 0.48. And let me go for putting the key. What will be my balancing length? So 30, 30. 424 is 30. This is 30. This is also plus 30. Plus 30. Minus 7. So minus 7. Minus 1. So 829.5. When my current in the ammeter shows 0.48 amperes, the balancing length L1 is 829.5. Was that the previous one was also the same? Was that the previous? No, it was. $829.5.
No, ma'am. Previous one was different. It was 789. Yes, ma'am. 0.5.
You calculate. No, I just want. I'll just call you. Fadil.
Yes, ma'am.
Fadil, your values along with your simulation, whatever values you have recorded, just record the values for 0.50, 0.48 right now. So Fadil, I want the screenshot with the tabular column, whatever you have filled. So I want to see this simulation with the tabular column. One is for 0.50, the other one is for 0.48. Everyone, Prasanna, Siddharth, Austin, Danish, Jonathan, Surya, Steve, Muzamil, each one of you, I want your simulation plus 2 values you have to fill in your tabular column. Take a screenshot and put so that I'll enter your names.
Ma'am.
Yes.
0.048, yeah.
No, whatever value you are getting, it's up to you, boys. Whichever
for your value. Okay,
you can take any 2 values of your current. How will you take the values of your current? You're changing the resistance of your rheostat. So I want each one of you, because I'm just assigning your marks right now for the practical classes. 12B. Boys, one second. You continue doing your work. I'll bring my register where I have to enter your marks. Just one moment, boys. Just continue your work. I want the simulation and then 2 readings which have been tabulated under your simulation. Just let me bring the register. The screenshot right now. Okay. So wait. See. Muzamil, everything 0. Where are your readings, Muzamil?
Yes, ma'am.
Muzamil, the readings are not seen, Muzamil.
In
what? Siddharth.
Yeah,
Siddharth, I want to see both the readings as well as.
Those are old images. Okay, ma'am.
Old images.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. One second. I'll just show. Can you see? I don't know how to. Because I think so. You people can observe what Prasanna has sent. Can you send me the same way what Prasanna has sent? You change the values. You put your own values. I think everyone can see Prasanna's work. So Prasanna has done. Surya, okay. One second. So 12B. Today, what is the date? 21. So potentiometer. Meter 1 experiment. So Prasanna 5. Then I can see Surya's work. Fine, Surya's work. Fine. Boys, at least take 2 to 3 readings. At least 3 readings right now, it's enough Now what you have to do is whatever you have done in your notebook or your paper, there you in your tabular column put all these values and write the final result as the average of all the ratios. Then you write the result. Under result, you can write the EMF of the ratio of EMF of both the cells are found to be here. If the ratios are the same, 0.72. So the result should be clearly stated. So already you have written topic of the experiment, potentiometer comparison of EMF of two cells. Then you have started with aim of the experiment, then theory of the experiment, tabular column, then you have your circuit diagram, apparatus. I want the tabular column. And finally, the result should be in proper statement. So Surya has done. So I'll go for 10 marks for this. So 5 marks is what you have put it in the chat box. Or I can go for 4 marks for your chat box, what you have done. 6 marks for your written work, which you are now uploading it in the folder which I have created in your file section. So I can from Surya's work.
Ma'am?
Siddharth. Yes?
Ma'am, we are supposed to write the observation after the diagram, right?
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am.
So tabular column is fine. Siddharth has completed. Fine. Siddharth.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, like I'll be coming to school from tomorrow. So I should do it in school or now I should send it to you?
School, today practical session. Wednesday you have practical session.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Today is chemistry. So when you're coming back to school, you will be doing this in the lab. Who is that?
Vishesh.
Vishesh, you will be doing the experiment in the lab. Okay, Jonathan has. Jonathan, fine. I can find Jonathan's work. I can find Dheeraj's work. Those who have completed, neatly complete your other work. See, 20 of you are there. I have got only few. Austin, I couldn't get your work, Austin. Danish?
Ma'am, I'm sending.
Okay. Rishit, are you there in class?
Yes, ma'am, I sent it.
Okay, fine. Boys, immediately try to make your either your PDF from your sheets, what you are writing, or from your observation book, or from your physics notebook. Neatly do that work, boys, and then submit it in the folder. Just check. I put the folder under the name potentiometer comparison of EMF of both the two cells.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, here to find the ratio, they're dividing the second one by the first one, right?
Yeah, E1 by E2.
Ma'am, but here they're doing E2 by E1, no? Because only then it will come smaller than 1.
Correct. So you people be a little bit careful. That's what I told. Because your Leclanchier cell will have a higher EMF compared to your Daniel cell. So it is E1 by E2. The value should be somewhere between 1 to 1.5. So if you have taken it as 0.72, please change it when you are entering in your record values, not record values. Right now in your observation book, change that, boys. Because this EMF is not allowed.
E1 by
E2. Yeah, 789.5 divided by 569. So it should, the ratio should be greater than 1, less than 1.5. Complete it, boys.
Now I posted my results in chat
Yes.
box.
What happened?
I posted my results in chat box.
I'll just check once again. Samuel Dheeraj has completed. Okay, fine. Shamshul. Was only that correction you have to make. It is E1 by E2, not be 0.7, boys. Just check Samuel. Muhammad Danish. And Mozambique. Aaron. Rishit, I couldn't see your work, Rishit.
Oh, ma'am, I'll send it again.
Rishit has sent it. Rishit has sent. Ayan has sent. Boys, complete your work. Jonathan. Jonathan have already marked. Fadil. Yes. Siddharth, fine. Surya, did I write? Okay. Where is Kritya? Kritya? Was he absent?
No, Kritya is in school.
Oh, sorry, I have. Sorry. Then only how many boys have got? Only 13 have replied. Oh, what's the problem? 21. Derek. I want the answer from Derek. Neeraj has completed.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I sent, ma'am.
Hitesh, Derek, Nabil, boys. See, practicals are where you can score marks. Please take it seriously. Austin has. Let's see, Austin. And then Austin, that's it. I'm not able to get the other students. Derek, I haven't got your values. Maheshwar, still it is pending. Hitesh, boys, sorry to say, you lose 4 marks out of 10. Those who have completed, please load your files in the file section. You're in grade 12, you cannot take it things lightly, boys. No way your marks should go down.
Ma'am?
Yes?
After the theory part, we have to write materials required, yes?
Yeah, materials required, that whatever you have, finish it fast, boys. I have to recheck that also and have to assign marks for you. So now I have got a yes.
Ma'am, after the observation table, what should we write, ma'am, for conclusion?
Final result was the ratio of the EMF of the two given cells is found to be the ratio of, anyway, I'll type this over here. Cell. So ratio will not have an SI unit, just find the average. Maheshwar, I haven't got. Derek, I haven't got your readings. If that is the case, it will be tough. Steve, did you, Steve?
Oh, ma'am, I'm trying, ma'am. Ma'am, I'll be coming to school on Wednesday.
No, at least just put the.
Yes, ma'am, I'll do that. Yeah.
Screenshot you put. Later on, I will check your observation book.
No, mostly tomorrow.
Maheshwar, I'm not getting your Hitesh. Hitesh,
Mostly tomorrow and Wednesday I will come.
What happened? Maheshwar has replied.
No, ma'am, ma'am, even ma'am, for the reading also, Tomorrow, mostly tomorrow and Wednesday I'll come.
Wednesday you'll be having practicals.
Yeah, mom, I'll note it down then.
Okay, you want to come and attend the practical classes. That's what you're
Yeah,
asking?
mom, yeah, I'm leaving it blank. Mom, but I sent the screenshot.
Wherever you children want to escape, you are escaping also. Hitesh?
Yes, ma'am.
Hitesh, I haven't received that screenshot thing, but Derek, Maheshwar. See, 21 of you are there. So it should be one is from Hitesh, Farhan. So one should be from Hitesh, Farhan, Derek, Maheshwar. 3 more. Thank you. Aaron, Austin, Ayan, Derek, Fadil, I've got Hitesh, Nabil, I think Nabil is in school. Jonathan, Danish, Prasanna have got the values, Samuel. Okay, Derek, fine. Derek, the ratio, when you're writing and submitting your work in your PDF, please make it greater than 1. So Shushal, so 4 is fine. Maheshwar, the only person, Maheshwar and Farhan. Derek is 4 marks, okay, fine. Kushal. And who else? Steve has completed. Hitesh. Okay, fine. Boys, now start uploading.
Ma'am, do we have to write the procedure?
No need for a procedure.
Understood.
Just told that much is enough. Let's complete your work. It's only 5 minutes more. I will check. I think so. I've given marks for those who have completed their work and posted the animation. Now your other work which has to be uploaded, today I will check. So if you're not submitting, then it will, you'll be losing 6 marks. So practicals, be a little bit careful, boys.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, all the ratios I'm getting is 1.39. So is that fine?
It's fine, boys. 1.39 is
okay, ma'am.
Simulated one, you will get the ratios the same. Otherwise, in the laboratory, it might vary, but it should be consistent. Learned about protons and deuterons. Proton, deuteron, triton, you have learned, remember? Isotopes of hydrogen atom, protons, deuterons, and deuterium and tritium, right? Tritium. So all all of them have the same. What is the similarity? What is dissimilarity? Atomic number, mass number is different, right? What about their charges? Okay, so only the variation in neutron. So, but the charges will be the same. So those concepts you know, right? Yes, yes, yes. Boys, have you all completed? Time up. Just complete your work, boys. By today, I'll check the folder. You need to complete it so that I have assigned 4 marks for whoever has completed their work. So the 6 marks will be allotted for the other one. And boys, you can leave.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, boys.
Thank you, ma'am.